Oh, we got fucking sharks. No, it's not. My voice is going through. Hi guys, sorry.
Now I just got to decide if I'm going to tell you about it.
And welcome to tonight's episode of Blood and Shackles. Yes, I didn't tell them we were going live. We just went live.
Do you ever?
Sometimes, when I have to. We are, of course, playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight with these amazing people over here. To my right, yes, right? I'm Sean. I'll be your storyteller, dungeon master, game teller for the evening. And this is episode 6. Are we on episode 6? Did I misnumber those? Is that right? I don't know. Whatever.
6 sounds about right.
We're stranded on an island. The boat's broken. So first of all, thank you so much to all of our amazing sponsors, starting, of course, with Roll20, our season sponsor. You can see the amazing maps we use down below. If you don't have a free virtual tabletop that suits your needs, and your friends live all over the country like mine do, I would check out Roll20. It's amazing. And, of course, Tabletop Loot, where you can get 15% off dice by using the code WTTP dice. And then 10% off at So Nerdwear, where we do all of our amazing merch, which I see some people wearing down there today. I'm very happy about that. Thank you. And that is 10% off using something. I think welcome is the code. And of course, Devin Rue, our art sponsor. We love her madly. And last, check out our Patreon. It's one of the best ways to sponsor us. We're thinking about actually recording our little chats before game starts and starting to put them up there because they're kind of amazing. And I think it would be hilarious. But it is one of the best ways to support us. Our Patreon goes to underwrite all of the work we do here. We'd love to be able to pay our mods and DMs and stuff like that. And we're working our way towards that goal. If you think what we do is important, check out the Patreon. Let's go around and say hi to everyone real quick, starting with, do you have any food in your mouth? Yes, you do, Smurf.
There it is. He was ready.
I like that you're ready for it.
My name is Smurf, and my gimmick is I eat during the intros. Tonight, I'm playing Swashbuckler, which you may have seen me play before, many different places, because I play a Swashbuckler in 50% of the games that I'm in. His name is Kelsatra, or Commander Brisket, or Commander Brisket, if you don't want to do the accent. He's a knighty man from Avalon.
He's a knighty knight man.
You can find me on the internet at DSC_Smurf. I play D&D on stream, soon to be 7 days a week.
No shit.
Yeah.
I heard about a game you might be joining that makes me very excited.
I'm so hard for that game.
I'm so hard for you being hard for that game. Yes, it's gonna be great. Capjack.
Hey everybody, I am Capjack, or at Captain J Cross, and tonight I will be playing this motley crew's beautiful, wonderful, kind of dead on the floor currently, Captain, the Wizard, Human, Evan Cross.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh. Chris.
What's up, everybody? The Chris Herzog on all social media, Judo Killer here on Twitch. And today I am playing Fabrixian Theoskar, son of a nobleman merchant who just had a vision of sorts.
Of sorts.
Of
Indeed.
sorts.
Yes. Meg.
Hello, I am Megan or Meg, whatever.
Damn it, Meg.
I will be playing Eloisa Rafaela Vega Delgado de Torres, or Top Notch, as we called her last week. She is a half-elf fighter and is kicking ass. So,
Hails to the yeah. Than.
What's up? I'm Thanrand, and tonight I am playing Terran Abrakan, who's a half-elf sorcerer. And I didn't do the wrong accent.
You didn't.
I didn't do the right one either, but I did.
You didn't do any accent.
That's right.
I respect it. Leona.
Hello, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple. And tonight I am playing Celeste, our Ergonasi bard. I had to think about that for a sec.
Indeed. So, who wants to tell me what happened last week?
Oh boy.
Didn't we decide that was Evan's responsibility as captain?
All right.
I've decided it's his possibility for him if he can keep, or if they can keep it brief.
Since when do I ever keep it brief? All right, how brief do you want it?
Are you wearing
briefly,
briefs?
Boxer briefs. Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Boxer briefs. Same.
I had to think about
same.
that for a moment.
Same.
I know what's up.
Yeah. So last week we left the boat, landed on the island, tried to cross some water. Someone may have fallen off the trees and into a frog mouth, which was bad, but took
Indeed.
no damage from that. And then we fought some frogs, and one of them exploded because of wind, which was kind of cool. Then we found a bunch of undead, which was less cool, and we fought them. And then Vabrix found a creepy sword that was speaking to him, and that's where we left off. Brief enough?
That was actually really good, yeah. So
thank
the
you.
Wormwood is stuck on a reef. They used an ancient Cyrenith relic to escape a giant ghost ship. And in doing so, they accidentally broke the ship because it moved faster than they could control in a direction they couldn't control and knocked them all out. Two of their crew members have been abducted by these little kind of flesh-eating fish people called Grindleylows, and now they're off searching for them, some way to repair their ship, and some food. So that they could probably sail away without starving to death. And on top of that, they're having these other fun adventures that our captain mentioned. So with that, we join actually, one last thing. If you, as a team, donate 500 bits, or somebody subs at tier 1, we get a free reroll for any character, should they want to use it. It goes into the heckin' reroll pool that you see right down there below the map. So if you happen to have a Prime subscription or extra $5 in your pocket, or you just want to start the ball rolling with a few bits to help out the team, let us know. If not, that's okay too. We love you because you're hanging out. With that, we'll start. Our party has just finished essentially disrupting some sort of undead altar in the middle of the swamp that they've been traversing. This altar seemed to be triggered when living flesh moved into the region and allowed these undead things to raise up and attack them. Vabrixian was able to discover what was happening. There was a strange tent kind of in the center of this dilapidated old town that they were moving through, and there was a ritual altar there. Michisaurus, thank you. And there was a altar there. On that altar were 5 black candles burning down at the points of what looked to be a blood, a pentagon or pentagram written in blood, sitting on top of which was a finely encrusted scimitar, and then a skull. Moving the skull aside, Vabrixian picked up the scimitar and had a vision. He can talk to you all he wants about the vision, but the thing is, outside, all the zombies drop dead, but Evan is also kind of dying. So I'm going to throw it back over to you all now. The vision having been completed, you tell me what happens next.
Weren't we still fighting things?
No.
Sorry, I'm just...
The zombies all dropped dead
There we
when
go.
the
Okay.
altar was disrupted.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys can go. I'll be inside still doing my thing.
I can cast Healing Word. Let's do some Healing Word. Okay, what am I doing? It's a Gary gains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Okay, can do it. That is 5 hit points.
Nice. Bye. It points.
What? Where are all the zombies?
Dead.
Great job, everyone.
Yeah, apparently Vabrixian somehow managed to knock them out.
Oh,
Over there.
Where's
In there. There.
just stand up? Rixian, well done. How'd you do it?
I found an ultimate of sorts, and I hit it with my mallet, knocked these candles over. Kind of broke. I think it was a seal of sorts.
Are you holding the cutlass?
Yes.
You all notice him holding a very fine cutlass. And the weird thing about it is that there's some seaweed wrapped around his hand that seems to be sprouting out from the cutlass itself. From the handle of the cutlass.
Is it moving?
The handle?
No, the seaweed.
Doesn't appear to be.
Oh.
Good
Where'd
heavens.
you get that?
Yes, where did you get that?
It was laying here on the altar.
But Brixton, you haven't noticed the seaweed. It feels perfectly natural to you in your hand right now. Unless you,
Okay.
for some reason, choose to look at your hand.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I think he's too in his head right now trying to figure out
Yeah.
what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
I heard a voice. When I grabbed the sword,
Oh, wonderful. It's always good when you hear voices in your head. What did it say?
I
It's
don't
the
know.
important part.
I don't know if it's a limerick of sorts or a riddle. It's old Jack Ketch comes to dance. The sea green comes to rest. Bony Miss Barstow tips her hat, and Sir Jolly Roger flies again. But among the blood-red seas, Demora rules the waves.
Anybody who has trained history or religion can make a trained history or religion check. If you have the pirate background, you can also make the better of a history or religion check.
You say trained, do you just mean the proficiency in it?
Yeah, you're proficient in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Or if we're pirates, that great.
Or
16?
if you're pirates. Okay. Which one did you roll? The DC's different.
Doesn't matter.
History.
Could either.
Okay.
History 18.
Okay.
History 7.
Okay.
History 23!
Okay.
History 22. Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Celeste and Eloisa, interestingly, are the ones who know this because the history DC was way higher than the religion DC. So the couple of things that you know, just from general knowledge about piracy shit, is that going to see Jack Ketch among pirates is, and everybody knows this part, is getting strung up. It means getting hung. And it is a common pirate punishment, of course, to be hung off a yardarm or something like that. It is also a way many pirates are killed. That or left in the gibbet to die. So the Bonnie... hang on, I need to look at my own notes for what that actually says. The Bonnie Miss Barstow tips her hat is way more obscure. And this is why it was hard on a history test, is one of the very first pirates in the Atabean. Her name was Bonnie Miss Barstow. And this is maybe 120, 130 years ago now. So she was mostly famous amongst Avalonians before a ton of real piracy started happening. And everybody knows Jolly Roger, but the big thing is Dremora. This is... Well, you guys thought it was an old wife tale. It's this... Some early sailors who decided to take up piracy turned away from Thea, the one god of the northern continent, those who were of that religion, and worshipped a sea goddess called Dremora. Her domain was piracy, freedom, and wealth. No one actively worships her, though. This isn't a thing. It is a thing that was talked about in, like, myths about pirates.
It's like old pirates will be going on when they're really drunk about something that happened like 12 ships ago that they heard a story. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They know a guy who knows a guy.
Throck, I have a question for you. The voice that I heard in the vision,
Yes.
is it familiar?
It feels familiar. It is a female voice. And it feels familiar. As if you've heard it sometime in your childhood or something. Or in a dream recently. It's not like it's, like when you have a memory and you can't quite grasp onto where you know it from? It's like that. It's like trying to catch smoke.
Like a deja vu kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really place it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I believe this is what I heard calling me.
A sword with a riddle and seaweed.
I guess. I don't know. This is different.
Have you ever felt called like that before?
Yes. When I was younger, I used to have nightmares of storms and the ocean, and I thought it was, well, Mr. Klurpin. He thought it was because of my brother. My brother was a sailor as well and was lost at sea. And why I want so badly to be on the water myself. And he would thought it was just because of nightmares of losing my brother. I at least that's what he told me. But I always felt something different from them. And it's been a long time since I've had them or heard them before. I am just a little shook, that's all.
Well, I know you Thayans have a different perspective on the world, but I have a theory, if you'll permit. In Kemet, where I come from, there are two religions. It's split by those that worship gods of the old and those that are the new followers of the second prophet. The gods of the old are multiple. There's the Ennead, and there are many gods there. What if Estremora truly was a goddess of the sea? And what if you are connected to her? What if she is the one that's calling you? Now, as for the rest of the riddle, it doesn't sound very good. Old Jack Karch's death, really.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, not the most pleasant. And Bonnie Miss Bosto, she was the first ever pirate round these parts, wasn't she? Wasn't she?
See, she was.
Yeah, see? I vaguely remember something about this. So if Sir Jolly Roger flies again, if the flag flies again, but among the blood-red seas Dremora rules the waves, then perhaps beyond anything that's happening in the waters, Dremora controls it. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this up, but such would be what my faith would tell me.
It's an interesting superstition, I suppose. That said, I mean, the sword clearly led us here, and you say, and helped you, save us from a bunch of zombies. So I can't discount that.
There's something about this altar. It was very dark. It reminded me of something I read in one of my books, which is why I scraped the candles off the altar. But there's some sort of necrotic or necromancy of sorts.
Would Evan be able to take a look at it?
Absolutely. You want to go check it out?
Yeah.
And I'll walk him up and show him the altar.
Yeah.
And basically what I did to end it.
Inside this tent are a number of hanging skeletons. Some still with a little bit of flesh on their bones. Either of you at this point, now that you're not in combat, can make a perception check for me or an investigation check.
Oh, I would like to as well.
I like investigation.
Uh, I'm just going to glance around. Because I've looked at the altar already, investigated it, so I'm just going to look around the room. Just do a perception.
Sure.
7.
The only weird thing is the altar's very low for somebody of your all size to be using it. That is the one oddity that you notice in the room, is that that's very low for someone who is medium sized like you to work on, who is in the like 5'5" to 6'5" height, right? But otherwise, if you want to make an Arcana check on the altar itself, you may get some information.
Dirty 20.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
So, yeah, some sort of... It's like a weaving. It's like a... It's a trap, essentially. Someone created a very elaborate magical trap. That magical trap was they buried a whole bunch of dead sailors, and if living flesh touched upon this point, then those dead sailors would rise up and attack them and add more dead sailors to the collection, and ever on and on through this spot. The source of the magic is very odd. It's... As you take a look around, you realize a lot of the scrimshaw in here is very... on the bones that are hanging off of on the bones that are hanging off the top of the tent. It's very... They're part of the focus of the ritual, first of all. And secondly, it's all... None of it comes from any tradition that you know. It's all very sea-oriented. And it's all very... it's a lot more primal than you're used to. This isn't the refined sorts of understood magics of Thea or Ifri. This is something different. This is something both more simple and more violent. And the last thing that you realize is that the sword itself was just a focus. This needed a magical item in order to essentially amplify the spell. And so the sword itself isn't in any way necrotic. The spell, the trap, was just using the magic of that item to provide essentially a battery. Yep.
Fascinating.
Did you find anything?
Yes, I'm entirely unfamiliar with this. Like, look at these runes here. That's unlike anything I've seen. It's raw, powerful, but it lacks finesse. That, however, pointing at the sword, was the focus. It was, like a battery. So, fair play for pulling it off there and stopping it. The better question is, why was it put here?
And for me, why is it calling me?
It's a good question. I mean, it is magical, clearly.
Everybody outside the tent, make me a perception check real quick.
Aaron got a 12.
Okay.
9.
Eloisa
Sorry.
got 18.
Kel?
I got a 5.
Nope. Okay, continue, please.
Worried.
Captain, if you don't mind, would like to spend some time with this sword.
By all means, I mean, it called to you, and it ultimately stopped a bunch of necromancy. I don't see a problem with that at all. Do me a favor, though. If it talks Chimor, let me know what it says.
Aye, Captain. And Vabrix will walk out.
Same.
It's getting dark. You spent most of the day hacking your way through this swamp. You know you're pretty close to the edge of it.
Captain,
Aye.
a decision needs to be made. We are coming upon darkness. Do we keep moving?
That's a good question. So we can either stay in the tent of monstrous horrors, but at least it's shelter, and we know where it is, or we can push forward and hope we find better. So
Might I suggest that we wait so Senor Fabrics can bond with the sword a little
Suppose-
better?
Yeah. I suppose we've defended this tent now. I suppose it isn't going to hurt us more. We can destroy the altar if we need to.
We could always use a rest.
I find it hilarious only because the place is surrounded by like corpses. But yes, continue.
yeah,
It's not great, no.
But here's the thing: there are a number of. Remember, you're in the middle of an old, broken down town, so there are other places if you don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Like, right,
Yeah.
like there are other broken down
Yeah.
buildings around you. This was in the center of. So if you don't want to, sleep right near all the dead bodies, you can
Let's not.
find elsewhere. That might be less creepy, or creepy's fine. It's up to you. I'm just giving you a reminder of the situation.
I'd say let's look at some of the other buildings. Not sleeping with corpses is a preference. And actually, one moment, Evan is going to go back and grab a piece of that scrimshaw
Sure.
to be able to study later.
You find a nice femur. Rip it off the body. It's all held together with what looks to be this kind of coral wrapped with seaweed. Or the seaweed with like coral reinforcement. That's how all the bones and stuff are still held together.
Okay, interesting.
But you're easily able to break it off.
Yeah, let's go look at that building over there. That looks narratively appropriate.
It is narratively appropriate. Well done. Goodly spotted. Yes. It is. It's got enough of a roof in case rain happens, and it's got enough of its four walls that and enough room for the six of you. Yeah. But otherwise, you have found a campsite. If you have scenes you would like to play, it's a perfect time to do it.
Right, so we need to set watches, first of all. What? You're pointing at your arm. I don't understand.
Watches exist in this world. It's the 1600s.
Oh, shit, yeah, all right.
Yeah, pocket watches at the very
I
least.
had this image
exist,
of like
yeah.
a Rolex.
Yeah.
Hey.
Synchronize our
watch.
watches.
No, it's got to be a Mariner because, it's got to have the water resistance.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
I'll take Crest Watch.
Mariners are perennial losers, just FYI.
That is also true.
That's a sports joke.
Yep.
Oh, I did.
understood that reference.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
The balls of bass.
I'm a musician for a reason.
Sports.
Sports.
If it's not the Spurs, I don't care.
All right, focus up.
Are we? How many watches do we need?
I would like to do one of the watches with Kelsatra if possible.
Aw.
I will take a watch with somebody who wants me there.
You're always welcome to join me. Oh,
Oh, well, all right.
either or, you have your pick.
She was louder. I stay with her.
Fair.
She usually is.
Eloisa,
Shut
you
up.
and I then.
All right.
We'll take last watch, I figure.
So,
See,
Captain,
Captain.
are we doing 3 watches?
Yes, 3 watches. Wait, will that work?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
3 3-hour watches gives everybody 6 hours of sleep,
Cool.
which is what you need. I'm also that there are watches is more important to me than figuring out the exact logistical details of how they pan out. Right?
Got it.
Yeah, because that's more than my brain cares about.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything before watches begin? Anything y'all want to play out? Then you all have a wonderful dinner and go to sleep. Celeste and Fabrixian, you have taken the first watch.
I'm gonna be with Kelsacha.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no.
Celeste and Taryn have taken the first watch. Sorry. Yes, I didn't write them down. I
I
knew
feel
Celeste
important.
was one of the two people. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Okay, talk.
Aw.
We're having fun, yeah?
Yeah, you know what? I actually am. I am having fun, and I'm surprised that I would admit that. I didn't expect to find this much fun out on the ocean.
I figure there is fun everywhere. You just have to find it.
Is that what your experiences have been like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where did
finding
you say you're
things are
from,
fun.
anyways?
Oh, I'm from Eisen.
Eisen.
I figured my accent would give it away.
Oh, I'm from Ifri. I'm less familiar with
That's right. I forgot. Right. Well,
Thea.
we all talk like this.
Huh. Well, good to know. If I ever come across anyone else that talks like you, then I'll know where they came from, I suppose.
I probably won't know them, but
That's reasonable. I certainly don't know everyone in Kemet.
common misconception is all.
Make me some perception checks.
Yep. $12.
If it's I was about to say, well, I did it before you say yours. If it sucks, we have advantage.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine. Too
mine's
late.
18.
Oh, okay.
About 3/4 of the way through your watch, Taryn, you hear something rustling off in the bushes. It's about 60 yards away, but there's some movement out there.
Point to where I heard the rustling. He's probably an animal, but do you want to look?
We better check. And she'll pull out her sword, her rapier.
We investigate.
How would you like to approach the sound?
Quietly.
Very cautiously.
Stealthily.
Make some stealthily checks.
Kuya. A
Dirty
sneaky-
20.
Oh, yeah, good, because I got 11.
Okay, so it's kind of between the two of you. Working your way through the ruins, you move kind of closer to the edge of the town, which kind of abuts right up against the swamp. And you hear kind of this.
Language is he speaking, or is it English?
You can't quite see it yet, but you hear it off to like your front left, kind of behind a couple of larger mangrove trees, almost underneath like where their roots kind of come together between the two of them. As a reminder, those mangrove trees have their root system is largely above ground, and kind of arcs into the water, and so you could very easily get up in there, especially if you're aquatic. And you hear sound of
This is... What do you think?
Sounds like a creature to me.
Yeah. Nothing dangerous.
Well, maybe thieving. If it's intelligent, I don't know.
Shall we surprise it?
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we roll to surprise a thing?
So there won't be surprise as you begin to move towards it, because you rolled a dirty 20 on your stealth, right?
Mhm.
As you begin to move towards it, if you want to attempt to catch whatever is below there, I need contested athletics checks. If your goal is to actually catch them.
I really just kind of wanted to lay eyes on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You see two small bluish creatures darting off further into the swamp as you approach. Roll a natural 20 on their perception.
Well, that's a fascinating looking thing.
I mean, I am not chasing it.
No, neither am I.
It's be on its merry way.
Either of you can make nature checks. If you happen to have nature as a thing.
Oh, I do.
Survival.
16.
Those are Grindley low. There's two of them.
Oh.
Those are what appears to have stolen your crew members, and also maybe what made that altar over there.
What? Well,
This is the enemy.
these are the Grindelows. Lovely. Well, that's good. Maybe we can follow them.
We saw where they ran off to, right?
Yeah.
Off into the
So-
darkness of the swamp, yeah.
But I mean, we have a general direction.
Yeah, north,
Okay.
southwestish.
North, southwestish. Got it.
North, southwestish. North, southeast, westish, yeah.
Got it. They went that way. I say we just stick to camp and get some rest. We're off in that direction tomorrow.
I agree.
Okay. The rest of your watch will go by uneventfully. I believe Brixine and Evan, you were next.
Kel and
Oh.
Fabrixian.
Calvin Vibrixine, you were next. I just screwed the whole thing. I knew Vibrixine was next. See what I did there? I know one, but not the other. All right. Vibrixine and Kel, your watch begins.
How are you doing?
I think I'm doing better. I have a question for you.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I read many. So this knight thing. This is a real thing that you are.
Yes, I am a knight of Avalon.
Well, I read many books when I was growing up about knights and fairy tales, and is that the kind of knight that you are? I mean,
Oh heavens, yes, absolutely.
so you live a life of virtue and ethics.
For the most part, there's some leeway here and there.
What are these? Are there specific virtues that you swear fealty to a lord? How does it work?
Yes, there's a. It's kind of complicated, but there's a creed that I live by.
I'm very interested. Would you mind sharing it with me?
Yes, it's quite personal, but you seem to be a friend of mine now. So,
Wait, did you just say a friend?
yes, we are
Go
now
ahead.
friends. We are now friends. We have escalated up the friendship tree.
This is very heartwarming for me. You're the first, and he gives you a big hug.
Oh.
It is my greatest honor, besides being a knight of Avalon, to be your very first friend.
I thank you. It's been very difficult the last few weeks. Anyways, I'm sorry for distracting you. Yes, please tell me. I'm very interested.
Back to my creed. Never raise your sword against a countryman. So, I'm not supposed to fight anyone from Avalon in a duel as such.
I guess that makes sense. Yes.
Never abandon a fight before it is through. I have sworn not to run. So, if an instance comes where everyone else will be retreating, I will be the one to hold them off, so that the others may escape.
That's very, very virtuous. Yes.
Never break my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm never going to help anyone break their word either. Somebody else makes a promise and I am there to witness it. I will make sure that they follow through. Never be idle when there's work to be done. I don't like sitting around and waiting for things to happen, and I will not allow it. We will forever be pushing forward. Now, that's not to say that, getting a cuppa is something to do. I mean, we love tea, or at least I do. Do you like tea?
Yeah, very much so. Mr.
Yes.
Turpin made the best tea.
Yes, I'm sure he did. So I do never be idle. Never let my passions rule myself. I will forever look on the bright side of things, and emotions may run high, but at the end of the day, I will not succumb to them. This one is one that I fear, this next one that is going to be something of an issue, so to speak, going forward, especially with the captain being our elected leader. Never take something for yourself that belongs to another. This is not a part of the creed that pairs well with piracy, which is what we are. There will be many points where I will have great struggle with this. And as my friend, I will need to lean on you for support in these trying times. I'm not going to try and persuade the party to do otherwise. I have made a vow to be a member of this crew and this ship, and I will keep to that vow. But it will be difficult, especially when the people that we are taking from are still alive to make claim. And the last one is to always serve the Grawl.
So say that again. I cut out for me.
Oh, always serve the Grawl.
The grow?
The Grawl.
What is the grow?
Well, you see, I don't remember in my notes.
Oh.
Throck, would you help me?
Would you like to? Yes. It's the
God, are you there?
it's the sacred link between your queen and the land. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. It is essentially the sacred link between my queen and the land.
It sounds very, very powerful.
It's a fae thing.
Indeed, it is. I feel that I get some of my inner strength from it.
Well, I feel that with our bond as friends, I am here for you to lean on, my friend.
And so I will.
And I must ask something of you.
Oh, yes, anything.
Could I have your word that this will be between the two of us?
As a knight of Avalon, I vow that this will stay between the two of us, as friends.
There was more to my vision.
Oh, you lying sack of shit. Do tell.
Well, I don't think of it as a lie because I just didn't tell the whole story.
An omission of the truth is also a lie in certain eyes.
Yes, it's a blurry line. We could. There was something disturbing.
Oh no, this is getting good.
Yes, well, in a good and bad way, I guess. I saw myself upon a ship.
Our ship?
I do not think so.
Oh.
A bigger ship.
Oh, excellent. We'll keep going. I assume excellent. It could be disastrous.
It was a beautiful ship. It was a very beautiful ship. However, I was in command. But
yes, a man of your skill set will eventually rise to the rank of captain. I have no doubt of this.
But I had armies behind me.
This is a clerical question. Were they living armies or were they undead armies?
They were living armies, correct? Oh, I couldn't tell.
It was all so fast.
Yeah.
It was all so fast.
That question I cannot answer.
Can't or won't?
Can't.
Okay, well, that's good.
I feel that I can confide in you.
Yes. This will stay with me. I will carry this burden along with you. I mean, as much as I can. The sword did not choose to speak to me.
I am, to be honest, I am a bit frightened.
Tell me, Fabrixian, is this the first time that something has spoke to you outside of a dream or this? Has any other part of your being had something speak to you?
No, that is not the first.
So you're susceptible to outworldly communications.
Well, I have suspicions. I am not sure, but I think it's the same source.
Well, spill the tea. What is the source?
I do not know.
So,
Just this a voice.
A singular vocal entity is speaking to you.
Well, no. As I said earlier, I have these dreams of storms and nightmares of sorts. I guess being in water.
Well, there's a difference between a nightmare and a dream.
I understand that.
Are you sure that it is a nightmare?
I've had regular nightmares before.
Are they similar to these, or are they...
No.
So how are you sure that it's a nightmare? Is it because it frightens you?
No, because they call me.
Do nightmares call?
No, communications of sorts seem to be through my dreams. This was the first time I've ever... Well, no, that's not true. I've aboard the ship.
Oh.
There was a moment when we were on the ship that I heard voices and a song, another calling. But this was the first time I heard it outside of a dream. And then there was today.
What do you plan on doing about this? This is a great burden for someone to process.
I honestly have not thought it through. Which why I confided in my newly found friend.
I wish I knew a way to help besides just listening. But I'm afraid that I have not had a similar or shared experience as this. So I cannot offer any notion of advice. But do know that I am here, and I will listen, and I will offer advice when I can.
I think just knowing that makes me feel better already.
Well, that's good. That's good indeed. So, that is quite a lot to unpack. This is going to be kind of odd, but I am actually out looking for someone. I was wondering, a man of your stature is sure to meet many different people, but have you ever met somebody that wanted the Queen of Avalon dead?
Throck?
Not that you're aware of.
No, not that I've ever been aware of.
Well, I am looking for a masked individual, which is why I have left Avalon, and I am going to bring them back.
Is this someone who's a threat to your queen or your gall?
Kel reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of paper. Have you seen this man?
Yes!
It returns.
Yes!
It returns.
Throck, have I seen this man?
You have not seen this man.
I have not seen this man.
Okay, well.
But if you give me a copy, I will be sure to ask as many people as I possibly can.
Well, this is my only copy for now. I will have to draw another one for you.
Oh, yes, we should do that, and we can pass them out. It's like flyers. We can hang them up, even.
Indeed. I don't know about that. I feel that I don't want them to catch wind that I'm looking for them. Part of my skill set is to be hard to find. I can look at places where other people might overlook me. Which is interesting to say, because your experience knowing me has been one where I am at the forefront of everything. But that is not exactly the case. One of my skill sets is the ability to blend into the background, to disappear.
I have much to learn about knighthood. I was always learned of shiny armor, big polished shields.
I am a very specific type of knight.
Specialist.
Yes, I am not only a protector of Her Majesty, but also I'm somebody that they feel comfortable sending outside of Avalon to do things that regular knights may not be able or willing to do. I can wear many hats, so to speak.
Yes, you are very talented.
This whole getting press ganged thing really threw a wrench in my plans.
Oh, is that what that was?
Go ahead and each make me a perception check real quick.
Yes, man, we were press ganged.
6.
19.
Smiles. He was joking.
Continue.
So, pressed into service against our will. That's what happened. And well, we solved that problem.
Yes, that was quite different from what I'm used to.
What is it that you're used to? I know that you spent many time aboard ships, doing many research.
Oh, well, it's as I've told you before. I was homeschooled by Mr. Clerpin. He was
Mr. Clerpin, yes.
Yes.
What was his first name?
I don't know what Mister.
Oh, yes. I suppose your relationship required it to be quite formal.
Yes, well, of course. He was my mentor, right?
Yes. I once knew a Dave Clerpin. They're probably not the same person.
Was he a gnome?
No.
Oh, it's Mr. Clerpin's a gnome, so.
Oh, okay. I always forget that part.
Yes, well, pretty much most of my days were spent around the grounds that my father owned, and then when I got of age, he allowed me to work in the docks in the storehouse and kept track of inventory and helped him with the shipping routes and things. But that's
I hate to pry, but was this all after or before your brother went missing at sea?
This was after. My brother that is missing is my first brother.
How many brothers do you have? You have multiple siblings?
Yes, I have 4 brothers.
Oh, excellent. Where are the other 2?
Well, the one is actually home in bed in rest. That's the ship. The Sea Sprite was his ship. He was injured from a mechanical boom issue and broke his shoulder very, very badly. So,
is he going to make a full recovery?
I do not know.
It's terrible. So one's lost at sea, one is hurt at sea, and the other?
He's very much else a bookworm. Like myself, works indoors with my father, mostly accounting and things.
And a man to watch the books. Excellent. Well, I am but a lone child. I do not have any siblings. I suppose that allowed me to get into trouble in my youth before working my way up to become a knight.
What is that like, the grooming for knighthood?
Well, as you would expect, there's a lot of ceremonies involved. A lot of deeds that have to happen. It's not so much like becoming, I don't know. There's no school, so to speak, for it. It's partially based on things that you do and your reputation. Some of it is how you serve Avalon. There's many ways to become a knight, and my path is probably different than many would tell. I am not ashamed that in my past I have done things that you would not expect a knight to do, and yet here I am, before you, a knight of Avalon.
It's very interesting.
Your watch will pass uneventfully.
Yeah. I will, as I go to bed, I will curl up in my little ball, like I normally do, and curl up with the cutlass, like kind of held close to my breast.
But Brixian, as you begin to fall asleep, you feel transported. That same breeze you felt that led you to this place brushes up against your cheek again, except somehow stronger. You're taken by the darkness as sleep overcomes you. But when you wake, you're standing on the deck of a ship. Next to you is a woman, high green boots, black and white striped pants, a pirate shirt open to about mid-chest with a black vest, wearing a cutlass very much like your own, and 2 pistols in a brace. She's wearing a tricorn, and her black hair kind of falls out of it with all of these seashells and pistol balls wrapped into it. She looks over to you, directly in the eyes, and with a brown eye says, "You have accepted my gift. I'm glad."
Hi, I am Verbixian Theoskar, son of Thasberum Theoskar, son
I
of
am aware of who you are.
Well, I do not have the pleasure of knowing who you are.
I think if you took a very simple leap, you would understand who you stand before.
Dremora?
Indeed. Your blood is very special, Fabrixian. Gods war over your family's blood. I happen to be just the first to find you and have given you my gifts. As you have seen, you've had a bit of a time coming to grips with them. But if you would like to keep them, if you would like to serve me, I would very much like you to be my first of a new group of representatives, plying the waves of the Atabian and the other great seas.
Well, on one hand, my papa would probably be very upset because I wouldn't be able to get his shit back in time. Before I say yes, are you the storm that I hear? The music in my ears?
I am the storm that rages. I am the wrath of the sea. I am that which cleanses those who would seek to destroy liberty and take within my bosom all that is gold and good. I am Dremora, the pirate queen of the 7 seas.
He pauses for a long moment. I heard you. You said to conquer
Yes.
And dominate.
Yes.
What do you want conquered and dominated?
As I have said, I am not the only god vying for your attention. Your family has power. Your brother chose another path.
Wait, you said my brother?
Yes.
Anzalone.
Yes.
He's not lost to the sea.
No. He seeks what I wish you to seek as well. In finding him, you'll find the first switch that will help me return to all of my glory. With a representative of the god who controls the 7 Cyrnith switches and raises from them the great temple, will be reborn again.
If you can bring me close to my brother and reunite us, I will agree.
It will not be a happy reunion, I am sorry to say. When you see him, you will know him as an enemy. And he will see you the same.
Can I insight check her?
You absolutely may.
There's an advantage if you need it.
Use it.
Yeah, I need it.
Okay.
I'm going to use it. I rolled a 6. Oh, let me roll again in my tray. 12.
Cagey are the words of deities and elder gods. Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Know that there is a race, a secret war happening. I am not the only player, but I do plan to win. I will grant you great power. Power that only those of your blood can truly wrap their minds around. I do not seek ill. I do not seek the domination of those, except for those who stand before me and choose to stand against me. I don't wish to take over Thea. I don't wish to take over Ifri. For my domain is the water, and I wish it returned to me. The seas and the great islands that rest within them are mine, and have been pulled away from me by darker gods and newer prophets. I wish it returned, and I wish your help in doing so.
Trying to figure out how I want to do this. All of Rebrixian hears. I'm sharing this because I'm just bringing out my thought process. Yeah. You don't want me to do it?
No, that's I was making a joke about all the Brixine hears is a high-pitched wee sound. What is the Brixine hear?
All he's hearing is the chance that he can be reunited with his brother, regardless of anything she said afterwards.
She absolutely said you could be reunited with you.
Yeah, and that's what he's focusing on right now. I will agree. I will serve you.
And you do so willingly.
To even have the slightest chance to see my brother again is worth anything to me.
I warn you, it's very likely that it will not be a happy meeting.
I hear your words. Nonetheless, I agree.
You then are my agent upon these waters. The goal I have set before you is one that is long and will require many steps along the path. Do not expect it to be... A War of Ages has not ended in a month. But I can give you one clue to start, both to find your brother and the first of these switches. The island. I have to find the name of it because I put it in my notes and then I brought it up and then I scrolled past it because I'm a terrible storyteller. Isla Santa del Bayo. Your brother is there.
Put that in chat.
I will, absolutely.
Thank you. There's a lot of stuff that was going on. I was trying to zoom in on you.
Yeah. Isla Santa del Bayo, I believe your brother is there. Seeking the first of these switches. Whether the switch is there or not, I do not know. Their locations are clouded from me. But I know he is there. Serving his chosen.
Are there riches on these islands as well?
I would imagine. If there's an ancient Cyrnith temple there will most assuredly be riches within.
My friends, they are motivated by riches and treasures.
Of course. And good on them. It is the heart of gold that is the heart of the hero.
I will do my best to convince them to go this way.
Good. In the ancient times, those who are like you we called scalds. I believe that priests are what they're called. Clerics is another word for it. Call yourself whatever you will, but you are the first of the holy men. You are the first to bring my word to the world. You know what you need to know of it. It is a belief of freedom, of living by the heart's whim, of ensuring liberty and stealing from those who would crush it. It is the path of the true pirate.
I will honor these virtues, much like my friend.
And then it's into darkness, and we're going to take our break right there.
Excellent role-playing.
Excellent role-playing all around so far this evening, yes. Yes. It's going to be a talky sort of evening, I see. I like it. Yes, of course. We'll be back right after these amazing messages from our sponsors. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us and keeping chat alive and active and crazy. Thank you for our resubs so far this evening. We love you very, 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 very much. We will be back right after these messages. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Pooper! If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a $1 or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent. And every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
ready to go
and
back
we'll go in anytime.
All I'm
Anytime.
gonna say is
Good
Dremora
because
sounds hot,
our
and I will
mics
gladly
have been
do
live
anything
for like
her.
30 seconds. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can I?
Give it to me, Throck.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh
This
God.
is the kind of content that we do with
Yeah.
before stream, y'all.
This is
This is-
quality
Oh
content
my
here
God.
on
Yeah.
Welcome Party. Yeah, that's what we do.
We were agreeing that we would bang Dremora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
We're
know.
Well, I think-
lining
yeah.
up to serve.
Yeah.
And I volunteered to be the first switch, so
Yeah.
Yes, Switch. What's up?
Look, the whole time I was listening, I was just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, we're back with our party. It's the middle of the night. Fabrixian and Cal just had a very long conversation, followed by a visitation to Fabrixian on the bridge of a ship, where he talked with his new god, Dremora. Sweet. And the last watch of the evening is Evan and Eloisa.
I think for the most part, at least to start with, Evan is going to be studying that scrimshaw.
Make an Arcana check.
Do-do-do.
I'm getting tired of this set. It's
22.
literally just made out of foam. It's just foam. 22. Yeah, it's a lot of it is actually just religious text. From what god you're not sure, but it's the same stuff repeated over and over again, which makes it either a spell or some sort of religious thing, right? And given the construction of it and the fact that you rolled a 22, and I don't have a better way to explain that, you're pretty sure it's religious text, and that it's in worship of some deity, but you don't speak this language, so you're not sure what that deity is. And the way that it's almost as if it's like a negatively divine sort of incantation. So it's like anti-divine. Yeah.
Okay. So like a what's that word? The opposite of hallowed. Desecrated.
Yeah, desecrated. That's a good word for it.
This is fascinating. Huh. Awful, but fascinating. So Eloisa, look, brought a learned swordsman aboard a pirate ship. Not that it was a pirate ship at the time, but you know.
Well, Capitan, what do you want to know? I've trained since I was very young. My ¿cómo se dice? My uncle, my tío Rafa, he was a duelist, and he when I was young, he taught me how to duel the second I could walk. He became my mejor amigo, my best friend, and my teacher, my mentor until I was old enough to go into school. And he was always there until the guerra, the war. And that's it. I've been trying and fighting my whole life. It's what I live, I breathe. Mi razón para vivir. It's the reason for my life.
So you go where the fight is, basically.
Pretty much.
Then why an Atabean Trading Company ship? I usually don't see much action.
I just turned 18. Estoy bien joven. I'm very young. And I had the ceremonial duel, the guerrita que tenemos, the little war that we have. And I was chosen to participate. And I was doing really well until I got my tío's rapier, and she touches her hilt, and something in me just Se me da miedo. It made me scared, and I just kind of lost the fire, el fuego para todo, for everything, and I got into my own head basically, and I came in second, and I just felt really bad, like I let my tío down. And these two señores, these two men came up to me and said that they had seen me fight and wanted to recruit me. And aquí estoy, here I am. So creo que en este punto, like, right, I think that right now, like, that's where I am, and I'm trying to figure out why I fight.
It's a noble goal. Very noble goal. A sea is a good place to find oneself, as it were, and find reason. And frankly, I'm glad your blade was on our side come that mutiny. I don't think we would have got nearly as far as we did against you.
Gracias, Capitan. It means a lot that you have that you put that faith in me.
Do you hear that?
Hear what? Ah, see.
There's a bit
No, you're not.
I was
You're not
muted
muted.
on OBS. There's a bit of rustling off that way, and you both hear it. Okay.
Let's see.
Capitan, should we look for that? What do you think that is?
I definitely. It's carefully. Here.
Still.
You go starboard side, I'll go port side. And 1 second. What is the name of my amazing rat?
Krissa.
Krissa, thank you. And Krissa will go up the middle.
Hard to make rat noises. I mean, I got there. Stealth
Yeah,
checks.
like just kind of a for
Oh,
Evan
okay.
gets a 17. Krissa gets a 15.
And Luisa got 21.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
I like these dice, okay?
They're very nice. I like them. So you are kind of sneaking up with kind of these ruined houses between you, giving yourself a little distance between yourselves. Evan, as you put your foot down, there's this, and you look down and you realize, if I had taken one more step, I would have walked into a cellar and fell indirectly into it. You were able to pull your foot back in time, but you did break a couple boards. Eloisa, you hear this, but you're able to move up a little bit further, and you see these two, maybe like chest high to you, kind of bluish-looking creatures with these gills coming off of them, pretty far off in the distance, like looking in your direction. And one of them goes, and then they start to try and bolt. They are. It would be, to catch them would require a chase.
Capitán, son las ratas mojadas, son los, ¿cómo se dice? Los grindilos.
Oh, Grandilos. How many?
God, are you there?
Two.
Dios mío.
Ayúdame, ¿cuántos son? Son dos, Capitán. They're two. Should we chase them? What if they hurt the others?
No, pull back to the hut where everyone else is. The last thing I want to do is get separated.
Ay, Capitan.
How do you make your way back?
Grindilo. So if they're the ones that took our people, why are they running? Unless they're scouts.
Es tan posible, it's possible. Okay, what do you think we should do?
Keep extra eyes, and when everyone is rested, we'll track them, I would think.
And the
Okay.
rest of your watch will pass uneventfully. Yeah. Do you have any additional scenage you would like to play out during your watch? Are we good?
I'm good.
Okay. And the rest of your watch passes uneventfully, and morning comes as each of you wake up from most of you very, very normal dreams, one of you a very, very not normal dream. And if you have a look at the map, just to kind of reorient you as we're kind of moving on, you're pretty much to the edge of this swamp that you needed to navigate. That you're to try and like get into the rest of the island and look for your people. The two major landmarks you know that are ahead of you are this farm that's kind of down to your south, and then high up on this ridge, which really goes up about 700 to 800 feet, was another building that was sitting on kind of the very top of it.
Right. So during our watch, we spotted some Grindilo watching us.
Oh, fascinating. We
I
encountered no such. Oh,
Very
Even more
eventful evening. Very
Yes.
eventful.
we had quite a nice chit chat.
Yes.
we saw them too, and we thought,
What?
yes,
Oh, perhaps this is the type of thing that we should pass along as we are trading off watch shifts.
Aye!
oops.
It's a bit important.
Communication
They were
is
there
key.
early. They were there again later. What happened with you?
Nothing. We saw them we snuck up on them, we saw them, and then they ran off, and we decided best to tell everyone in the morning and track them in the morning. They went in that direction, that way.
Is that the same direction they ran for us?
Yeah, about southwest-ish.
Well, Captain.
Well, one, in the future, pass that along immediately. It's a bit important to know that we're being spied upon. However, that means they came twice and ran twice. That's a bit odd.
It is a good
Unless
night.
they're... Well played, Quartermaster.
Nah.
So,
What are we talking about?
here, so if they ran off in the direction of the southwest, that's the direction we were heading anyway. They might be scouts keeping an eye on us. And if so, perhaps we can turn that against them. All right. Which of you are the sneaky ones?
Well, Captain, that's me.
Excellent. Anyone else good at the skulking about?
I would try.
I am not terrible at it, but I wouldn't
Right,
call
no,
it
and
my
no.
specialty.
The first thing about being sneaky is you must have supreme confidence in your ability.
I'm good.
I think we could mask one or two of us, not with us immediately. 3 is a bit much.
I'm little. Do I count?
Yes, size is unimportant. so I've been
She's like
told.
5'2". So
I'm leaving
Yeah,
that one
Kelsatra and
alone.
Eloisa, I want the two of you to stay to the side of us and kind of shadow us. and see if you can catch a tail.
Ah, yes, absolutely. I will
Sí,
do
Capitan.
so. I will take the starboard side.
And I will
Port
take whatever is
Eloisa.
opposite of that.
Port, my dear.
Port.
Sí, gracias.
Not just an incredibly delicious drink, but also direction.
So good. So good.
Oh, so good.
So good. Wonderful. We shall have to find some port next time we are at port.
He's so clever.
I try.
Super.
Anyway,
Sí, Capitan. I will go pork side.
no, port.
Port side. Lo siento, port side.
P-O-R-T.
Freudian slip is what we call those.
Right.
I've never heard of this scholar Freud.
There are 4 cardinal directions. There's port, which is to the left. It's easy to remember because it has 4 letters, same as left.
Well, that is quite a bit more math than I was anticipating.
Oy, right. And starboard is to the right, or larboard, depending.
Larboard.
Larboard. The front is 4, and the back is aft.
Arfed.
The back is ass?
Aft,
Oh.
my dear. Aft.
Oh,
Aft.
lo siento. I am a fighter, not a pirate.
We'll make you both. It'll be fine.
Well, more of a sailor first.
Yes.
I always start with the name Top Notch.
Yes, top notch.
Yes.
Remember her nickname we gave her on the boat?
Yes, very good.
Top notch.
Okay, so I go port side.
Which direction?
Mierda. Left?
You got it. Perfect.
Mirda means left.
No, mierda means shit.
Yeah.
That's what's
My bad. All right,
I caught that one. I will take the ass.
Aft, my dear. Aft.
I will take the backside.
You do not have to be so daft when you talk about the aft.
Thank you. There it is.
Okay, I
will just
go
stay
port.
right here.
Okay,
So
see.
the entire point for the rest of the 4 of us is to pretend like nothing is wrong at all. And not
Yes.
pay attention behind us. That's their job.
So we are acting again.
Yes.
Yes.
We seem to do that very much. This is a skill I was not aware was necessary to be a pirate.
Taryn,
Yeah.
do you cast illusions by chance?
Oh.
For life is an illusion.
Lunchtime
Other
does be
than-
so, yes.
No, I did not.
All right, well, it was an idea. All right, so,
What did you have in mind, Captain?
creating illusions of the 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Is it Lo siento? No, I do not. I'm learning.
Celeste?
I'm learning.
I have prestidigitation, or what's the other one? Hold on.
Minor illusion?
No, I have disguise self. Oh, that wouldn't work. Would prestidigitation work? Probably not.
I do not believe so.
Well, I mean,
Would magic missile work?
God.
What? Would prestidigitation work? It's a momentary and immediate noise in one direction or
Yeah,
another.
that's
It's
what I
not.
thought. Okay.
It's not
Womp womp.
an illusion.
Okay.
It is-
Basically, you
it is-
can throw a fart.
It is less
It
than a
can
minor
get a
illusion.
gust of
Yeah.
wind and throw it further.
Throw the frog fart.
Frog fart.
No. Yeah, there's disguise self, and that's all she's got for now. Womp womp.
Okay. So it sounds like our intent is to continue moving to the southwest, trying to follow the tracks of these things, while Kel and Eloisa kind of stay on the wings and be the actual sneaky ones, and the rest of you walk casual.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I guess the first thing is, how are you going to find the tracks to aquatic creatures in a swamp?
Gee, where's the seal?
It's my survival skill.
Give it a go.
Why don't
Yeah. I like survival. Is that a good
My
ha-ha?
country, we call it a Zex.
Oh yes, I am proficient in this. What do you call
I
survival
think they call
skill.
it sex in every country.
Hey,
No, Zex. 6.
Oh,
6 I can knock out.
okay.
6.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Why would you talk about the
you
number
and
six?
me?
You, me.
Oh
Let's talk about all the
Por el
good
amor
things
de Dios.
and the
por
bad
favor,
things
no.
that may
that may be. Let's talk about fornication.
Sex. Humping.
Bye.
What?
Storming the castle.
Doing the no pants dance.
Bringing the
Y'all
ship
are
into
fired.
port.
Fired.
God.
So they're on fire.
I really,
No.
these are
Okay.
all flying over my head.
So
I
you
have
have
no
a
idea.
very hard time finding any tracks.
I got an 18.
13.
Oh, okay. So here's the deal. When you are tracking as a group, not everybody gets to roll, right?
Oh.
You're gonna pick. Well, we can start this all the way over again for the. Like any other thing where the group of you are doing something together, if everyone rolls, it negates any sort of meaningful roll, right?
Correct.
Because then you're just playing random number generator the game. You get to pick one person to make the roll for the group, and the rest of you can help to give them advantage. But one person makes the roll.
I have +4 to survival.
Go ahead.
I have -1.
Not you.
So, Captain, let me get this straight. Are we going to move towards the farms in hopes of drawing them out? Is that the plan? So we're not necessarily tracking them per se.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded to me like
Correct.
you were tracking them.
No, we probably are. I mean, if
Okay.
it's the same direction.
I thought we were.
Good
Yeah,
heavens,
if
what are we doing?
What if they went this way to throw off our scent and then they zigzag this way?
Let's see if we can pick up a trail. And if it's heading in the same direction we were going anyway, so much the better.
Who's making the survival roll?
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit
I
advantage.
will help you.
Excellent.
With
Thank you.
advantage. Help
This
from
is so much
Captain Evan.
better. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Hey.
Every once in a while, you'll find a broken branch here and there that you think is probably part of a track. The most difficult problem is that much of what you're walking through is anywhere between ankle and knee-high water until you get out of the swamp. So the problem is there's not a lot of tracking to track, but with a dirty 20, you definitely know some people moved off in this direction. How long ago is very difficult to suss out. How many is very difficult to suss out. But that something that was more than just beasties moved through here recently on the way you're going. But yeah, over to why don't the two of you who are kind of doing sneaky side stuff both give me stealth checks. Stealth checks.
Also, Evan is walking on the water at this point.
Just to be creepy Jesus. I get it. I like it.
God.
Well, I don't like my legs
I
in the
got a
water either.
cantrip.
This is,
It's fine.
I never realized how dirty business being a pirate was. I have been in the whole. Oh yes, I was in the bilge for quite a long time, and it was filthy down there. It's now my claws are dirty here as well too. I never knew that. It's very interesting.
God, I got a 22 on the stealth.
Eloisa?
It's
I got-
Dromora to you.
Oh,
Eloisa got 17.
Okay. Yeah, you both melt off into the swamp around until you kind of, about an hour later, break out into kind of these open, rolling green fields. Have you ever seen Lost, right? Any of the big rolling hills of green? Or from any island anywhere, these, big rolling, that kind of on your right-hand side lead up to this very high mountain ridge, and on your left-hand side kind of roll down to the beach. They're pretty far ahead of you. It's mostly flat here. But to give you like a full 360, behind you is the jungle you just busted out of. To your right, no trees, or to your left, no trees, and it rolls down to the sea. To the left, trees until about halfway up the ridge, and the ridge kind of breaks up to about 700 feet, and it's jungly tree bits. And then ahead of you, more rolling that leads you down to where you know the farm is. So it's up to you. You've got some options. You've got some options.
Capitan!
so the The trail of creatures goes which way?
It appears to head down to the shore.
Which makes sense. If the first thing we're looking for is our people, we follow the tracks.
Okay. Following the tracks down to the shore, you actually see the tracks head into the water. There are, apparently the tide hasn't come in yet. There are these very small web-looking feet, 2 pairs of them splurt, 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 splurt into the water. Whoosh.
Still only 2.
Captain,
Aye.
would you like me to go in and see if I can get them to chase me?
It's a good idea. How can we best support you?
Get ready to attack them when I come out.
I can do that.
Oh, hey, look at that. Cal,
Oh, no.
I actually made perception checks for you all this time because I'm supposed to be doing that anyways. Cal,
Mhm.
about 3.5 miles down the shore, your elf eyes see these 2 little blue guys bobbing up and down in the water, kind of swimming away from you, one of whom is wearing what you know to be Sandara's tricorn.
Do my elf eyes deceive me, or are those 2 bad guys far on the shore? Look there. That's Sandara's tricorn.
Oh, bugger. All right.
Oh my.
Get him.
I will move hastily.
They swim just as fast or faster than you do. They have a very similar swim speed to yours and have quite a bit of distance on you. How are you, like 3 miles? How are you going to attempt to close that gap? Or do you want to find another way to find them?
Perhaps we should find another way.
2 chances to chase him last night. 2 chances to chase him last night.
Got hero points. Got hero points.
You do have hero points.
Wait, how far away are they from us?
About 3 miles.
Oh, God.
I would like to use a hero point.
Hit me. Hit me with
And
your
here's
narrative madness.
here's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
In the wise words of Qui-Gon Jinn, there's
Yes.
always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
I would think that it would be pretty great if another larger aquatic being
Yeah.
breached from the sea and started chasing them back towards us.
I think that's brilliant. I love that. I love that so much that I love it.
It's a shark. So good.
So, as you look off in that direction, you see this enormous shark kind of breach the water, and looks like it tries to kind of dive after one, and they begin turning around and swimming back in this direction. What do you do?
Everybody hide. They're coming back. They're coming back. Hide.
It takes them a little while, but by the time they get back, there are 5 of them. Apparently, some of them were just underwater the whole time. And they start to pull themselves up onto shore. What do you do?
Well, do we attack or do we follow?
Maybe we should
Intercept? Capture one?
capture one. Yeah, try to capture one and interrogate it.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
boy, we're going to be pirates.
Here we go. Here we go.
How do you want to try and pull this off? How are you going to try and capture them?
So what
they-
is the shark doing now?
Well, the shark is now kind of swimming out in the water, kind of waiting for dinner.
Yeah, I want to do something fun.
What at?
I want to cast blood water on the shark.
Okay.
and raise its threshold for violence.
It rolled a 1 on its save. It's super angry. It's thrashing around out there. It's even chawing into its own lips a little bit to try and get. It's trying to beach itself, and those Grindlelos are now trying to run into the beach. I imagine you inward from the beach to just kind of stay away from it. I imagine you all are kind of hiding in the bushes near the beach. What's your plan?
Yeah, we should try and surround them and ambush.
Yeah.
All right, really quick, everybody just really quickly make me some stealth checks.
I believe mine are at disadvantage. I do need to check.
15, sir. I have 15.
Nice.
Also,
Dirty 20.
hair.
Nice.
Dirty 13.
Nice. Dirteen.
A dirty.
11.
Okay.
I've got a rock.
Excellent.
Hey guys, I'm hiding in a bush over here.
There's a really great spot over here, guys.
Oh, I am completely covered.
Okay.
There's no way they can see me.
Vabrix goes to hide it, instantly has to pee.
I gotta pee!
My armor's tight.
So,
Oh,
without
yeah.
any sort of surprise round, I would like everyone to roll initiative, because now they're stuck between you and a bloodthirsty shark, and are going to choose
Yeah.
the smaller of two options in order to try and save their own skins. And I have placed you on this map, kind of where I think you are. And you should feel free to kind of set yourself up in the bushes if you think you'd be somewhere else. But that is kind of what I'm thinking. Please, doink. Let's do a... Get rid of that. Can add you to the tracker.
Maybe right over here in the bushes.
It's combat time. Add to tracker. Boink. Okay. So, I should roll initiative for them, and then I will ask for your numbers. Okay. In just a moment. All right. Vibrixian, what did you get?
2.
Dude, excellent. Kel, what did you get?
I am amazed by this bush and how thick the foliage is. I
This
can
bush is
stare
so
right
good.
It's so great. I'm gonna hide here.
19? Gotcha.
Of course, Kel.
Evan.
My friend Kel.
16.
16. Celeste.
6.
6. Eloisa.
18.
Woohoo! And Taryn.
Not gonna believe this. I got 16.
Well, what?
Hey.
All right. So starting from the top of the order, as these things start coming to run into shore, and there's now, hang on, I'm just going to put a big shark there.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, that's not primordial they're speaking, right?
No.
Oh, well.
Is it gnomish?
Adult shark. Adult shark. Adult shark.
Murder shark?
Oh,
Oh, God.
Adult shark.
That's a hero point shark.
I think that's a megalodon.
Shark.
The megalodon, right? Is that what they call
God,
it?
that's big.
Megalodon.
I don't know how big sharks are. It's a fantasy world. It's a big shark.
Jesus!
Giant
Ow.
fuck shark.
Really?
I love it.
Holy Jamora!
It's
Okay,
real
so I
big.
just saw this. Oh my god.
What she said.
Holy Jamora.
Okay, so for some reason, small map makes it hard to put map where it's supposed to be. 1 second.
You're pulling the ground out from underneath my feet.
It's okay. It's like I
Are those
knew there were multiple options of things that could happen and had maps prepared for all of them.
Are those crabs in
Oh my
combat?
god, fuck off, little thingy. Okay, there we go. Anyway, there we go. Okay.
You too can fuck off the little thing.
You too can fuck off the little thingy. All right, starting at the top of the round with Kel, there are 5 screaming Grindylows coming at you, ready for blood to get away from the big scary shark.
I would like to move up to the closest one,
5, 10,
And it-
15, 20, yes. Boink.
engage it in combat.
Engage.
Be making a attack with my rapier, and then as a bonus action with my dagger.
My dagger.
my neck, my back.
I keep
my
looking at the
dagger in
chat,
there,
the Roll20 chat for your rolls because I'm just used to it.
Oh,
I'm just
I'm
so
used to it.
sorry.
It's fine. I'm just used to it.
We should type them in.
No, it's fine.
15.
15
rapier?
just hits.
Pay attention, lads and lasses.
Am I the only one that can't see the initiative order? Is it on the?
It's not on there.
It's not.
Oh,
yours.
okay.
Yeah,
I
it is.
only see them.
Yes, I see 15 for them.
Okay, well, I'll just call it your names. It's fine.
That's fine. It's probably on a different layer.
I got 15 again with the bonus action attack.
Okay, so give me some damage.
I'm now rolling damage as requested.
Oh my god, shut up.
I'm sorry. Damage from the first attack is 12.
Uh-huh.
Damage from the second attack is sorry, brain.
You're fine. Math plus math equals math.
Yeah, 8.
So how do you kill this Grindylow?
Oh boy.
You just massacred, by the way.
Overkill.
I come out with my rapier
Overkill.
and
Yep.
I stab it like
Mhm.
right in the gut and just come up with the dagger and knife it in the side of the neck. And
You kind of
pull
have
it
to come down because they only come up to about your belly button. So like with the rapier down into them and then the dagger into the neck, it's just and the gout of blue-green blood as it falls off of you. Eloisa.
You're muted, or
So I'm
can't hear
muted.
you.
I do believe you're muted, darling. Yeah.
Yeah, say
Yeah.
Here.
That.
3, a 4, math 36. Okay. Bitch gonna run
Okay. In
with
between both of them, I like it.
with her rapier and do her little one-shot wonder thing with her rapier because as she's running, she's pulled it out.
Yeah.
And just
Top one or bottom one? You like the top or bottom?
This guy.
Okay.
Bottom. But top in the game.
Okay. Played right into that. Oh, thank you very much. Anyway,
we
roll
are
the hit.
on one tonight.
Yeah. Roll the hit.
12.
Misses. He kind of ducks
Son of a
out of the way. And you only have the one attack right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's it for you. Unless you have a bonus action. I'll take it as a no. Darren.
Taryn. He's gonna scoot right up to her.
Her. Car.
And he's gonna cast lightning lure.
Lightning lure.
That's his new accent, y'all.
Yeah.
So y'all, he's got on this top one.
Yeah.
And he's got to pass. Wait. Oh, hang on. Maybe I want to be here actually.
Yep. Yep.
And I want to. Yeah, he's got to make a strength saving throw of 14.
He rolled a natural 15.
That motherfucker.
Does it do any damage to him anyways?
I don't think so. No.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, he's got
That's
to be
okay.
pulled towards me to take the damage.
Yeah. So this like lasso of lightning comes out, and again he's small and he's kind of hard to get like a handle on. You just barely get above his ears as he goes, and it looks like he's going to charge you.
Scheiße.
Evan.
Let's see. So, let me just double check distance. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Evan is going to cast Snillock's Snowball Swarm right there.
All right, remind me what that one does again, because it's not new. It's just not in the main book, so I don't have it memorized.
Yeah. A flurry of magic snowballs erupts from a point you choose within range. Each creature in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw, DC
And
15.
it'll be a 14.
Okay. Top one saves, bottom one does not.
Cool. 3d6 cold damage on a failed, or half as much on a successful.
Sweet.
So that is 6, 9, and 12. 12.
12. So this one super dies.
Wait. Sorry, 13.
This one super dies. The bottom one. The top one takes some damage. Yeah. So 6 left. Okay, sweet. Okay. Anything else?
And then
We got a bonus action and a move.
I would think moves right here.
Okay. All right. Vibrixian charging 2 of them at you in the face because you rolled the lowest stealth. I'm sorry, buddy. So they're going to do 2 attacks. They've got these big old harpoons that they're kind of carrying around. They're taller than they are. They've got like coral-looking barbs on them, and they both kind of come in and try and pin you to the ground. I rolled an 18 natural. So that's going to be like a 22, and then the other one was an 11.
Okay, the 18 does hit.
Okay. So that's going to max damage, 12 points of damage. As this thing just goes into your thigh, kind of coming up at you. It hits you like right where the hip meets the thigh. And you're like, oh my God, my natural parts. Missed them, but for 12 points of damage.
And then when that happens,
yes,
a surge through Vibrixian skin as lightning lashes out from him.
And they need to make dex saving throws, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And I believe it's because I believe it's a 5-foot radius too.
Yeah.
Yes, so they are both in there. Wrath of the Storms. Yes, it's a DC 12 dexterity save.
Okay. The top one made it. The bottom one didn't.
Okay, 2d8, half on the save. Let's see here what we got. 6 lightning damage.
Okay, so 6 and 3.
Yes, correct.
Sweet. They are both still up. But with that, it is Celeste's go.
You said it was 12 damage, correct?
Yes.
Ouch, that hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like a really comical thing happens where Celeste sees these 2 running at Vibrixian and like is about to start running, sees this bolt of lightning, goes backwards a couple of steps, and then keeps going forward.
I love
like,
it.
oh shit, don't get in the way of that. Having done that though, I'm actually, because I don't want to kill them, I'm going to actually go in for an unarmed strike and hopefully like bonk one on top of the head enough to knock it out so I can actually capture it.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to do non-lethal damage, in other words, I want to knock them out, at this point, all you got to do is tell me. We're not going to worry about unarmed strikes and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Because that gets fiddly and weird, and it's like I'm suddenly not good at hitting things because I have to use something that's not like I have to use the back of my sword instead of the front of my sword. No. You rolled a hit, and if you do enough damage, you knock them out, or you choose to kill them. The default is you choose to kill them, but if you tell me I want to knock them out, then knock it out.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So Celeste is gonna.
I feel
approach.
like that doesn't work with spells. However, it has to be a melee attack, right? Because it has to be something that you can like punch people out with. Yeah. So like arrows and eldritch power. Yeah, I think that's how that's gonna work.
I like that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're both still up?
They are both still up.
We're going to go for the bottom one.
Mm-hmm.
And Celeste is basically going to try and like... that is an 18 to hit.
Well, that's definitely going to hit.
Okay, cool. Do I need to roll damage or can I just knock one out?
You're going to need to roll damage because you still have to do more damage than they have hit points.
That's a 14 plus 5, so 14, 15, 18?
14?
No.
Ow.
How did you roll 14 damage?
Wait, no, wrong dice.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Wait, I need
She's drunk.
I'm sorry.
It's a barbarian. I get it
now. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. That is actually 3.
3.
That's better. That's
It
better.
is still up. As you've made your way up there. Okay. Fabrixian, it's your go.
Yes. I would like to jump on and grab one of these fellows and try to wrestle them down to the ground.
Make an athletics check.
All right, I will do that. I'm
has to
heavy,
make
by the way. I'm very heavy.
Okay. Well, you're Dragonborn.
I know. I'm big. It is 13 plus. I think it is.
What is your strength?
16. Yes, 16.
You beat them by 2, and so
I got him. I got him. I got him. Yes. Yeah. Ah, whoa! He's gonna bite me. He's gonna bite me. That's my turn. I'm just grabbing him and trying to hold on to him.
So we're gonna say you have this one grabbed because it's the one closest to both of you. And we'll put a little net on him there. There we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's holding on to. Don't bite me. No.
Cat, we're back around to the top. With you.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. There.
Sweat.
There, actually. So I'm
Sweat.
flanking. Oh, he's not. I can't flank. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because he's engaged.
That's a flank.
Even though he's on one?
But
Oh no, I guess it's not because he's
Yeah.
wrestling. You were correct. There's
Yeah.
no flank there. Yep.
So action to attack, natural 18 plus 6, so 24. For max damage, 12.
Max damage. It's fucking dead. How do you kill it?
I'm going to run up, draw my manacles in my offhand, and I'm just gonna say, Fabrics, hold it down. I'll manacle it. Just one moment.
And then, hurry up! He's trying to bite me. He's trying to bite me. Hurry up!
As I get to the other one, I'm just gonna rapier straight through the throat and just.
That's not going to calm him down. That is not helping. That is not helping. That is the opposite of helping.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to try and help Fabrics restrain him, whether manacles or etc.
So what that I'll say is, one of you, either on your next go or on Fabrics' next go, one of you will have advantage to manacle the little bugger. Okay, Eloisa.
Let's try this shit again. She has her sword and she just kind of is like, well, fuck, and goes to swing again.
Okay.
Just at this little guy over here. And 15.
15 hits.
Yay.
On the nose.
Because of course it does. And then what has he done? There we go. And 6 plus 5 is 11.
How do you kill it?
Yes, 11.
How do you kill it?
So backhand swing basically, and just as she does that, she goes and she swings and just slices through him. And as she's doing that, she's pivoted towards Kel and Celeste, like the direction of them.
With an arcing swing and a gout of blue-black blood, you turn around and you see
the chaos
the chaos between Kel Fabrixian and Celeste, who are all trying to subdue this one. And between the three of you, you're able to actually get the manacles on it, and get it down. And so with that, we're out of combat rounds, and it's kind of laying on the ground. What the fuck? Fuck you!
What language is it speaking?
She said, "Fuck you."
At you, it's speaking common. It's common.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, listen, little man. Calm down. Calm down.
Fabrixian, right. It never works to tell somebody who's enraged to calm down. That only furthers their rage.
Yeah, no, we don't want to hurt you. I mean,
yes,
right.
Fabrixian, that might not also work because we just killed his friends.
Right. Well, I didn't kill him. That's why I'm trying to befriend him.
Oh, yes, good cop, bad cop. I understand.
No, I just want to be his friend. What?
Yes, if you do not comply, I will murder you.
Listen,
That's good. Right. So which one had the tricorn?
This one, sure.
Perfect.
and sorry about zapping you. That is, I did not mean that.
Yeah, no, Evan's gonna stomp over there and like plant a boot in this thing's chest. Where's our crew? The one you took the hat from.
Die, bitch.
Oh, that is so rude. How dare you?
All right, we'll do it that way.
Fine. I will get a bucket of water. We'll start the waterboarding.
But isn't it an aquatic creature?
You're also heroes.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Oh, yes.
You're a knight.
I forgot.
There's something called
super dark.
There's something called the Patriot Act.
Nope. Nope.
Also, it has gills.
Now, if we were using mustard, that would do it.
Ooh, I like mustard.
What?
It goes wonderful with that.
They would go wonderful on those crab lakes. Do you see all those crabs on the shore? Food. Captain, crabs are fantastic.
Well, some of them.
Some of them.
What? I've never eaten a crab I haven't liked.
Well, you must have. Yeah, all of your partners must be very clean then.
Oh no, I just eat them whole.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna have words later.
I'm going to go grab some of the crabs.
Later.
Hey, Dremora, I'm going to grab some crabs.
Silence.
While they're stomping him, I'm grabbing crabs.
Silence.
Are you the ones that put up that altar?
Altar.
I don't catch any of that. I take it common is not your first language.
Common's not your first fucking language.
Do you by chance speak Aquan?
It's fucking course I speak goddamn Aquan.
Would it be easier if we spoke in Aquan with you?
What the fucking speak Aquan with the fucking bitches.
I speak Aquan.
Are you speaking Aquan now?
Yes.
Well, hello.
Oh, excellent.
This is what I thought.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kel Satra.
I am Bouillabaisse. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I hate you.
So, we are looking for our crew, and you are wearing one of the hats of the crew.
Yes.
Did you abduct them?
Yes.
Where are they now?
Fuck up. Well, you dumb bitch. We have taken them to our queen.
Oh, your queen. Where is your dumb bitch queen located?
Insulting a queen is a sure way to find your flesh flayed upon her altar, my good man. And to you all, this sounds like...
Do you think he would like a crab?
That's a great idea, actually. Hand me one of those.
I'll look at the rest of the party and go, we are beginning a dialogue.
Do you need help? I have a crab now, and I know how to use it.
I will ask
Very
you.
Not tell
PC
people you have
PC
crabs.
peoples.
You keep that to yourself, my friend.
Excuse me, good sir. I understand that I may
All
have
we
just
need is
insulted your
butter.
queen. But however, would you like a crab? Are you quite hungry?
Well, yes, of course I'd like a crab if it's still alive. I only like to eat still breathing flesh.
Yes, it is still alive. Do crabs have flesh?
On the inside, if you crack them open, there's good meat.
Oh, yes, excellent. Yes, Captain, I would like a crab. Now, being as you are currently manacled, I will have to feed this to you.
Watch your fingers.
And it kind of flips up in the air, and then he eats the thing whole.
Now, are the members of our crew alive, or are they perished already?
Well, I believe they are still alive, good sir.
Excellent. Do you believe
Soon to be
that it would
devoured
be-
by my queen and her whale.
Do you believe that a parley would be possible in which we can potentially negotiate terms to get our crew back?
Unfortunately, no. I and she both require the feasting upon your flesh in order to enjoy ourselves, just like those we have taken. We purely wanted to bring you into the cove in order to also feast upon your flesh and your tasty, tasty insides.
Oh, I look at the captain. Apparently, our insides are very tasty, and there will be no opportunity. There will be no opportunity at parley.
That is right. I'm gonna eat your fucking liver.
That was
Now,
that is unfortunate. All right.
That leaves us with only one option, unfortunately, which is we must go there and kill them all.
Yes.
Well, that is regrettable, for you will die to my queen and her whale and the many traps we have within the cove itself.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for telling us this trap.
Yes.
What
we
kind
are not
of traps?
afraid of your... Oh, I don't know. I don't trade them because I'm not an idiot like you. Dumb bastard.
Oh, I'm an idiot because I could have sworn that you're in manacles eating a poisoned crab.
You outfoxed us. And there was a big shark. You can't blame me for the big shark.
No, you can blame me for being mad, though. Oh, wait, no, that's awkward.
Yeah. Oh, you can blame him for being mad, though. Yeah. So,
You almost looks a bit hungry, don't you think?
Yes, you do look quite hungry.
No, I'm talking about the shark.
Yes, the shark looks quite hungry.
Really, at this
No,
point,
this
I prefer that you send me to my deity, as opposed to continuing to prattle on in your stupid languages. I will return better and stronger, you see.
Better and stronger. Who is your deity?
He says a name that does not work in your brain.
Ah, Kaflakenrak.
Yeah.
And
You hear it and you go,
the
those are not
scrimshaw.
syllables that I understand in a meaningful way.
Oh, good heavens. I do not know what this man just said, but he said some syllables.
Wait,
Oh, God, what?
I'm holding up the scrimshaw. So is this from you people?
Yeah.
He says yes.
Excellent. So, was it your queen then that made all this?
He made us. I don't know
says
who
yes.
I was traded to.
Yes.
Well, you have Evan speaking in common, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm speaking in common as well.
That's
He made
They.
who? They. Who is they?
They. The whale. And
The whale did that.
queen.
Is it a physical whale?
He's the greatest fighter.
Ah, it's a name, not like an actual bigger than that. Got it.
No, he's very big.
Bigger than the shark.
No.
Ah, I see.
How would you say that you compare to the whale?
3 or 4 times my size, I think.
I can see why the queen likes him.
Really good, sir. At this point, you might as well just kill me.
Well, I was actually thinking that we would walk you back to your queen and show your weakness.
That would be horrible. I wouldn't like it at all. No, sir.
You'll start like you get a little jangle going.
What now?
Your jowls. The jowling.
No. Quite.
Captain, I would suggest that we either decide to kill this man now, or we march him to his queen and humiliate him further.
Like an asshole to me.
I'm not going to kill him in cold blood.
No.
Agreed.
Not like him, though.
I brought more crabs.
I will remind you
Fucking crabs.
that we don't have the food to feed a prisoner.
Oh, okay.
No, I said
How
we
far-
wouldn't kill him in cold blood. I didn't say we were going to take him with us.
So we're going to release him and potentially allow him to return to the base.
No, we leave him here.
It seems cruel. We do need a guide.
Yeah, where is your queen and whale located?
I'm not telling. Wait, Hold
Yes, you are.
she wants me to tell you. She wants you to go there. Why do you think we were so obvious? I'm just so naturally opposed to you. But I am going to do it because you asked me to. But she actually wants you to go there. You would like to go see the bride and brood queen. And you can. But now I'm gonna, because you want me to be quick about it, I'm gonna draw it out. Far over the hill in a cove, you see, where there is sand and rock and tree. Deep beneath it in the tidal basin. You shall
Someone just a
find
little bit of electricity and just shock him right inside his head.
God damn it! Fine.
Can't say you didn't deserve it.
You see the peak?
Mm-hmm.
If you go directly over the peak on the other side of it, that's where it is.
It was not so hard.
What's up on that peak?
Old house. What? Old house.
Anything else?
I don't know.
All right, what about those fields? What's growing
We
in those
killed some
fields?
people up there a while ago. Corn, enough. But when there used to be farmers here.
I see.
Squash.
Will you take us to your queen?
No, yeah, sure, why not? She wants to eat you anyways.
Captain?
Yeah. This is a terrible idea, but let's run with it.
Spoken with true authority.
How many crabs
like
do
it.
How many crabs do I have by now?
Like 20.
All right, cool. I just want a big bag full of crabs.
Yeah, you just got a sack full of crabs.
I've got
All right.
a big bag of crabs here.
Okay, and as we have a new companion
each-
and a new
each one
direction to
tonight.
go, where the rest of your crew might be found. That is where we're going to end it for the evening. Y'all.
Throck was tired of our shit.
Y'all. I love you so much. No, that was great. It was everything I wanted and more out of a D&D session. It was kind of perfect. We got a little combat, little combat, not a lot of combat, a lot of role playing. It was great. I loved it. Everybody got to talk a whole bunch. We got to learn a little bit about everybody. It was good. It's good. It's good. I've been Sean, your Gungeon Master, because that should probably be a D, but whatever. So I'm your Gungeon Master for the evening, and I had a great time. Let's go around and say, everybody, wow, my brain stopped working. Let's go around and get goodbyes from everyone. Tell us where else you can find us on the interwebs and what you liked about tonight's session. What the? I'm gonna shut. Like literally, it's like the moment my brain turns off after this game, I just lose the ability to speak English. Like I'm just Anyways, Smurf, starting with you.
Just do it in an accent.
Yes, hello. You can find me on the internet at DSC_Smurf. I tweet a lot about Baby Yoda right now. Less so about sports. Yes. Also, you can find me on the internet at Dumpstat Charisma on Monday and Tuesday nights, and Wednesday nights at Sober RPG, and here on Friday nights, and some other places coming soon. More on that on the Twitters once they are announced. Tonight was a wonderful session. I absolutely love playing Kel Sotter with these people. I love the budding friendship between Kel and Fabrixian. I think they are two peas in a pod. so to speak. I cannot wait till they can share a cup of tea properly on the ship and commiserate about their piracy.
Lovely. Capjack.
Hey everybody, I am Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on the Twitters, and wow, it was fun. It was great to get a lot of this more backstory from people and learning more about their characters. Wow, that whole thing with Dremora is fascinating, and I'm wondering how that's going to run up against like other backstories and things like that. So it's interesting. But yeah, it'll be also fascinating to see what happens when we get over that peak and fight a whale fish man.
Indeed. It's funny because, yes, I had Chris.
Yes, I am the Chris Herzog on all social medias. Judah Killer here on Twitch. Very, very fascinating session today. Yeah, I can stop that now. It was amazing. There was so much cool stuff that happened today. Rob said, the budding friendship between our characters and just the whole thing with Dremora was absolutely amazing. But I think the most important thing is now Fabrixian's got 20 crabs.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
And you know what your class is, which is pretty
yes,
good. Yeah.
Yes. I'm excited now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giggity.
I'm looking forward to see where it's going. Yeah, exactly. Giggity.
Meg!
Hello, I am Meg. I have I have social media, but I don't have Twitter.
Weird.
Yeah. Let me graduate and then I'll think about it. And yeah, no, I had fun. Fairly simple night for Eloisa, her usual stabby, swashy, pointy stick thing that she does. So yeah, she had fun. Glad I got to tell her story a little bit.
Yay. I was really glad to hear her story tonight. I thought that was cool. Finn.
Hey.
So
I'm Dan Rand everywhere on the internet, specifically on Twitter, and here every Friday night with these fine people, and then every Monday night on twitch.tv/open4adventure with more D&D goodness. And my favorite part of tonight was when you started speaking the dude's language and he had this very proper accent. That was hilarious.
Oh, that was awesome.
I didn't know what else
genius, and I loved it.
So good. So good.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah. And Leona.
Hi, my name is Leanna. You can find me on Twitter at Leanna Maple. And my favorite part about tonight was just roleplay. I'm a roleplay human at heart, so the more roleplay, the better for me. So I just loved being able to roleplay, and I can't wait to roleplay more with other people and trying to figure out what Celeste and Darren's dynamics are going to be is kind of fun because they're both so awkward with each other, and it's like I have no clue what's going on there, but it's very entertaining.
What is happening?
What is happening? Who knows? Beyond that, you can, like I said, find me on Twitter. You can also find me in the Discord. I'm a mod there. I am trying to do more diversity and intersectionality consultations. So if you need someone to talk to, I'm here to help you out. And you can also find me on the Misopris podcast. So that's everywhere I am.
Yay! Hey, I'm Sean. I've been your Dungeon Master for the evening. The next place you can find me is playing a small Mies tomorrow on Mouse Guard. Our Mouse Guard campaign, Queens of N, where an evil queen is trying to take over the world, essentially, with bees. And after that, Tuesday on Riffs at 8 p.m. Eastern. We love you very much. Don't forget to check out our Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel. And check out our sponsors as well. Tabletop Loot, Roll20, So Nerdware, and Devin Rue. All right, and with that, we are probably going to go raid someone. Is tonight the night that Fox is playing over on Off the Table? Anybody know? Nope, it is not. But we'll go raid them anyways because they're lovely human beings. We're going to go raid Off the Table. Raid Off the Table? All right. So thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. Come join us and saying hello to our dear friends over at Off the Table. And we will see you next Friday on Blood and Shackles. Bye.
Rawr.